What's up, everybody? It is November 2nd. I'm headed to go meet with Steven to go hunt with him at his spot behind his grandparents' house. I'm just going to get my saddle up the same tree that he's in with a ladder stand. And I'll pretty much be on filming duty. I may shoot if we get a couple does come out. He gets to shoot early or something, but pretty much just filming for him today. This is going to be my first sit since killing Brutus. Just kind of been enjoying it and soaking it up, and kind of at a loss for what else to do. My girlfriend is very excited to get to go come rifle season, and we got a couple bucks picked out for her that she's going to go after because she wants to kill a rack buck really bad. So we got a couple for her, but other than that, we got one buck that we've named 8 Ball. He's just a really wide 8-point, real tall G2s, but his G3s are like, an inch and a half maybe. And so kind of watching him, and going to see. We've also got the twins still that, I'd make a on-the-fly decision of in the stand, but the twins and 8 Ball are really kind of for my fiance, for her to try to hunt. And we're just going to kind of go from there. So this will be my first sit in the saddle this year. So we'll see how that goes, see if I can get up there without messing anything up and spooking anything. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited to go sit with Steven. We haven't sat since opening day, which was a little over a week ago. So I'm looking forward to it. So I'm gonna finish driving. And go get ready. I just gotta throw on some camo and get the saddle on, get all my sticks out and ready, and try to get in there and get set up. It's gonna kind of be a cluster. I don't really have a backpack for carrying my sticks and everything, so we'll see how it goes. But y'all stick with us. We're gonna see if we can't put some freezer queens down this evening.
I put this spot in here yesterday. Me and my nephew sat here yesterday. Totally forgot to film after I got it set up and didn't even film anything yesterday. While we were sitting here, didn't do an intro or anything. We didn't see any deer. But they were hitting it heavy last night and this morning. So, that's good. 8 ball was in here, which is a real wide 8-point with short G3s. He's got some massive G2s, probably 8-9-inch G2s. So, if he comes in, I will harvest him. He's the only other buck that I would harvest off the property this year. But mainly we're on Freezer Queen patrol. I want some does to fill up the freezer. So, we also met some amazing people at the Munson Heritage Festival that we did. And I can't think of their company right off the top of my head, but they take donations of deer meat to feed the hungry. So we're going to be definitely getting with them this year and providing them a lot of deer meat to feed some folks. So fingers crossed we can lay a old slick head nanny down, or 8 ball. I'll take 8 ball out too. There is one buck I would love to just see on the hook, and that's Master Splitter, not Splinter, Splitter. But it's that 8-point. I think I talked about him a little bit before we harvested Brutus. He's an 8-point with a true split brow tine. It's the only buck I've ever had on camera with a true split brow. So I would love to see him, and I would love to see him next year even more. See what he can do with the domain food plots and just dumping some feed and protein to him this year. So we're gonna shut up. It's already 4:10. We got in a little late, but we didn't spook anything coming in, and fingers crossed something comes out and eats some corn. So y'all stick with me. Let's see what happens. What's up, everybody? It is 3:30 on November the 6th, and we're back up here on the hilltop. Hopefully we can get something moving. We had a spike come in last night on the camera, so obviously he won't get shot, but hopefully one of these big nannies that we've had coming in just after dark will come out a little bit earlier and get some food. As y'all saw earlier when we were kind of prepping the ground, there's really not a whole lot of feed left out there, but there's enough that if they come in, they'll be occupied with it. We will not be able to hunt, or I won't be able to hunt in the morning or tomorrow evening, as we have a very good family friend of ours retiring from the military. So we will be celebrating that with him and handling some other business. So tomorrow will be a day off. I'm currently in between job changes, so this week's been really nice. I've been able to hunt a lot. Yeah, hopefully something will slip up tonight and we'll be able to get on it. Looking for a nanny doe or 8 ball. 8 ball hasn't come up here, and well, really since I put this camera out, he was there that night. Other than that, he hasn't been in here, so I'm really excited for rifle season. I think we're going to have a dang good rifle season, and I'll still bow hunt with deer and rifle season, especially at this spot, because how we're planting these turnips up here is it's going to be kind of scattered around. So we're going to have a little patch here, a little patch there, kind of back and forth. So we'll have some spots all over, and then for this shot that we'll be taking is probably saying I'm going to take that with a bow, but whenever we come hunt up here, I'll probably let fiance bring the gun and I'll bring my bow, and we'll hunt together like that. Now when we hunt out of the big food plot where I killed those bucks last year, we'll both have a rifle there. But again, after killing Brutus, I'm pretty much on doe patrol the rest of the year, unless the rut brings in just another stupid big old buck, or 8-ball slips up. I want to see him on the hoof. But I think he will definitely be greenlit when he comes out. He's just really wide and got really tall G2s, and he's just a really pretty deer. So airplane. This year is probably one of the best years we've had in about 4 years of bucks. We had Brutus, we got 8-ball, and we got the twins. Those are the 4 that were on our hit list, and one of them's down. One of the twins is missing, don't know where he's at. One of the twins and 8-ball are pretty regular at the big food plot, so rifle season should be good. My fiance gets the first shot at any rack buck, which I'm really hoping she doesn't want to shoot one of the small ones, but she's never killed a rack buck, so I'll let her make the decision. But yeah, we've got in total probably 8 or 9, maybe 10 different rack bucks, including the 4 shooters. So I really think maybe more than that. I haven't really done a hard count, but there's 3 or 4 that I'm really excited to see next year that are 100% non-shooters, that I'll have to make sure the fiance doesn't shoot, but I'm looking forward to gun season, so I'm going to enjoy these last few weekends of bow season. We've only got, I think, 3 weeks from today, so yeah, today's Thursday. Gun season comes in on Thanksgiving, so we got 3 weeks from today till rifle season comes in. So let's see if we can get a nanny on the ground this evening, though. We'll focus on one day at a time. Y'all stick with us. it's supposed to be like 27 degrees with a wind chill of 24, so very unusual weather for early November. But unfortunately, I start my new job Monday. Well, I guess that's a good thing, but start my new job Monday, so I won't be able to hunt much during the week, or any really. But I will be in the stand next weekend, so hopefully we can get a doe on the ground. If not a doe, maybe one of the bucks that we still have running around will come in. But we're really on doe patrol, so we're not really going to be shooting any bucks until Trigger Happy McGee over here gets to go after one. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll see what we can make happen.
Mac, Mac.
everybody. As y'all just saw, we just shot a mature nanny doe. That younger deer came in early and was walking in real slow and eating. And I knew that 3 or 4 does with a little yearling had been running around together, so I had a feeling the big mama was going to come out. She came out, she walked straight at us, and she got to the feed, and she just wouldn't turn broadside perfectly for me, and we're running out of daylight, so I tried to shoot into her brisket between her legs. That's why I ran at her to get her to pick up her head. I wanted her neck out of the way. However, looking back at the shot, it looks like she ducked and turned some. And whenever she did, it looks like it buried into her shoulder, but I'm hoping I got enough through there to get into her lungs. So we didn't hear her crash, but we saw where she took off. I saw where my arrow fell out of her. So we're gonna get out, go check the arrow, and just kind of go from there. So hopefully we're gonna be cleaning the deer tonight. So y'all stick with us, see if we can go find her. We found the arrow, and as you can see, it broke off in her when she was running through these trees right here. But in comparison to my other ones, it broke off. That was probably 12 inches, and I have 30.5-inch arrows, so it put almost 20 inches of arrow in her. So we're just going to back out. I'm going to get my nephew and probably call another buddy to come over here to help me trail her, but for right now we're just going to back out, give her time to die, and we'll come back in and see if we can't find her. So y'all stick with us, and we'll hopefully be finding a deer in a minute. It's pretty dark, so might be a little bit of lung, a little bit of liver. I think she cut right through there. So we're gonna walk over here where the arrow was. So yeah, that's all that I got left of that. Alright, so pretty sure she hightailed it through those trees.
I hate these freaking leaves right here.
Uh-huh. They look like the blood.
Hey, right here. Yeah. It's not a lot.
Oh yeah. Nice blood right there on that leaf. Is that Oria?
Not a clue. Yes.
Hey, Oria. Alright, well, we found her after a pretty long trek, so we are down in the bottom of the swamp, pretty much. Another 50, 60 yards and we'd be in the creek, so this deer got a big wind in there and took off running and ran straight downhill, so we're gonna get her moved around, take some pictures, and we'll get her back up to the house, get her cleaned up. So that was a good one.
Yeah,
Thanks for filming me.
You're welcome.
All right. Here,
Okay.
can you see me?
Yeah.
Our camera actually died while that little one was standing there eating and the big one was coming in. This one I harvested, and my fiance had to film it on her phone, so it's gonna look a little bit different, like it looked like we changed cameras, but it's still great footage, and I can't wait to get this video out for y'all. So we're gonna time for the hard part and get this deer out of here. So, what's going on, everybody? It is Thanksgiving Day, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching. Just got set up in the tree stand. We are hunting the buddy stand that we put up back in early October. So if you watched the Brutus video that we just aired, that's where we're hunting. So it is currently, I think it's about 3:20. Yeah, 3:17. So it's just getting right. Don't have the perfect wind for this spot, but I wanted to hunt somewhere different. We've had deer coming in here, so I think we should be able to at least get a doe on the ground. Maybe one of the bucks come cruising through. But this is the spot that the timber company cleared out. One of them. One of the spots the timber company cleared out. And it's really pretty in here now that I'm sitting here hunting. This is my first, really anybody's first sit hunting here. Nobody's hunted here yet. I think it's going to be really, really good come late season when we get the rut pushed through, because directly to my north here, I think I'm going to put a scrape in, which will be close enough I can hunt it with a bow. That's only about 40 yards, so I could bow hunt out of here, but we've got the feeder set up at like right at 80 to 100 yards in front of us. So that's what we were hunting over this evening, rifle hunting. So, but we came in here when we put this stand up and set the feeder back up after the timber company came through. We came in here and I spread ryegrass and clover pretty much right at my feet, up and down this road that's in here, just to give them something green to eat. But if y'all can't tell, the wind is currently gusting at like 15 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, something like that. Maybe not that much, but it's blowing enough that it's got this pine tree moving that I'm sitting in. So, yeah, we're just gonna hunker down. We had two big does come in here yesterday afternoon at like 4 o'clock. So, fingers crossed one of them comes in. We've got another 8-point that is a no name. I think Deja, my fiance, named him Uno because something on his rack made it look like a U. I don't really know what it was, so I didn't get the name, but it's a cool name, Uno. So he is very cool. He's got about a 6-inch, 7-inch brow tine that like kind of squirrels, kind of like, goes up and down, but or I guess I should say side to side, not up and down, but goes side to side. So if he comes out, we'll take a good look at him. I'm not really hunting after any more bucks after killing Brutus, so just gonna kind of take the season day by day and see what we can do. But I've got 2 more doe tags I can fill, and then that would leave me with 1 more deer, because in Florida we can kill 5 deer. All of them can be bucks, or up to 3 can be does on private land. Only 2 can be does on public land. So yeah, we're just gonna sit down, hunker in, try to stay warm. We got this nice cold front pushed through last night, so it dropped the temperatures. Yesterday the high was like 79, 80. The high today was like 62. So we got about a 20-degree drop in temperatures. So we needed that, and we really need some rain. It's very dry down here right now. So, but yeah, I'm gonna hunker down and quit talking and sit tight and see what happens. What's up, everybody? I hope y'all had an amazing Thanksgiving. It is cold this morning. It is November 28th. And it's about 30-ish degrees, 30, 31 degrees. There's frost on everything, so. We got in here a little late this morning. I did not want to get out of bed, but it kind of worked out because I was going to go sit in that tree stand again, but there's deer all up in there all morning, so we would have just blown everything out of there. So we snuck up here to the big plot, so we're just sitting in our blind up here, and the fiance did not want to get up either, so excuse me, so she is still snoozing, but it's cold. Deer gotta move to come eat. I didn't get any pictures up here since, or I haven't gotten any pictures up here since, I want to say it was like 2:36 this morning, so we're just gonna sit tight and see what happens. 8-ball was in here last night. If he comes out, we'll take a gander at him, but my camera tripod, I don't have the base for it, for the like where the actual camera mounts to. So getting a deer kill on camera is gonna be tough, really tough. But we'll try to make something happen. So y'all stick with us, and we'll see if we can't get old slick head on the ground. All right, guys. Alright guys, got the old trusty 30-06 this afternoon. This is actually my dad's gun that I want to kill a deer with, so we're going to try to get that done. We're a little late getting to the stand. It's 3:50 already. I had to walk Deja and Brooklyn to their blind, and there's a doe at this feeder, so I'm going to try to sneak up on it and shoot it before I climb up in the stand. So if I do that, I probably won't be able to video it, but if there's nothing there, hopefully I can get up in the stand and sit and something will come out later. So made it back in the stand. We're up here, this is the south side stand, the same spot I hunted last night. As far as I know, we got in clean. I did not hear anything, although there was something that I just heard. I couldn't tell if it was like a bird or a squirrel, or if it was a deer blowing, but if it was way down at the bottom. But I snuck up, to the row, because I just had pictures of a big doe in here, but I checked the mulcher again and there wasn't anything in front of it. So I think my feeder probably went off, spooked it off, and fingers crossed she'll slip back out. So we did have one of our bucks come in about an hour after shooting late last night. It's a buck we named Stubbs. He's just kind of got a short, stocky rag. I want to see him on the foot before I say if he's a shooter or a passer. Because in pictures his body looks huge. I mean, he's a big body deer. But his rag just doesn't tell me that he's an older deer. But down here in Florida, our deer like to tease you on that. So, like I said earlier, I'm hunting with my dad's gun. So that'll be another thing that plays into it, is I really don't care what it is. Somebody just got one. It's just the fact I hunt with my dad's old gun. So we're gonna sit tight and hopefully something comes out. So the wind has died down tonight from last night. So thankfully, it was so windy yesterday. This pine tree was all over the place. So thankfully it's calmed down some. Man, we got a little bit better wind tonight. We got a northeast wind, so it's kind of hit me on the left side, front left side of the face. So yeah, fingers crossed something slips up. So I'm gonna quit talking and sit here and watch. So I'll stick with us, see what happens. See what happens. What's up, everybody? It's the afternoon of November the 29th. We didn't have any luck this morning on the big plot, and I'm solo again due to my fiance being sick. So she is getting her butt kicked right now by the flu. So unfortunately, she's at home sick. But thankfully, I have the best fiance in the world, and she lets me come hunt even when I really should be at home taking care of her. So, thank you for that. And, yeah, we're back in the Southside tree stand. This is where last night I had that little spike single rack buck come in. He's been on camera quite a bit, so he came, I don't know, probably 25 yards right over basically like right there, right over my shoulder, so that was pretty cool. He came up pretty close, but yeah, we're just going to kind of sit tight in here, see if some deer are moving. The Onyx app is saying that the deer movement peaks at 5 p.m., so we'll see how true that is and kind of go from there. But we've got a perfect wind. The last few days we've had a northwest wind kind of moving between the norths. Now it has completely flopped and we have a southeast wind, so it's pretty much hitting me from like not quite down that road, but kind of over this way, hitting me in the face, blowing straight back to these hay fields behind me, so it's perfect. And our thermals are dropping and going right down here to this bottom to my north, and are kind of being carried with the wind a little bit too, so fingers crossed we can lay something down. I'm hunting with my dad's gun, so it'd be very special to me to be able to harvest something with his gun. So bucks are on a decision making on site, so we'll have to see how they look in person. But a doe is a free game, so unfortunately I just found out last night that our buck that I call Master Splitter, he's a 9-point, he's got a split brow tine, like a fully split, I mean it's like that, south side stand where I hunted last night. But we got some pictures of some does up here in the big food plot, so we tried to sneak up here and get on them this morning, but they were already gone by the time we got up here. And it's a good thing we decided to come this way because there was a doe in the feeder as we were discussing what to do this morning. So we ended up coming up here, and hopefully these does are still close by and they'll want to come back out and get a bite of the food plot or come out and get some corn. But we're just gonna sit tight. If we don't get anything here, we're gonna try to sneak over to his spot and see if we can poke a doe at about 400 yards. So we just want to see if we can get us a long range shot on one. So with that being said, we're gonna sit tight, hopefully kill one here, and if we kill one here, we're gonna wait till the afternoon to go to the 400 yarder. So we got a good game plan for today. We gotta go put out a camera somewhere else, and what else do we have to do? We're gonna go kind of walk around the south side feeder and stuff to kind of make a game plan for the next couple years on how we want to set that spot up, because we're gonna change it around a little bit. But yeah, so hopefully we can get one down this morning, and we'll be cleaning it here. Y'all stay tuned.
Alright, what's up everybody? We've made our 47th move for the day. So we were going to hunt the tree stand. We went to the big plot, had deer come in to the hilltop, went up there, nothing. We sat down, didn't see nothing. So we decided to come over here and try our luck at a long range shot. So Steven has had deer coming in the last few mornings, anywhere from like 7 to 9 o'clock. So it's currently 8:14. So we're going to sit here, see if one comes out. We're pretty much just set up the field about as far as we can before it rolls, and you can't see the food plot down here. But we're just kind of tucked behind some sagebrush. We've got our stand set up here for the gun and the camera, and then we'll have the spot and scope too. So hopefully homeboy over here, he can't hit him at 100, and he can't hit him with a bow at 15, but hopefully he can hit one at 400 with my 7 mag. So it's set up to shoot longer ranges, so fingers crossed we can knock one down in the dirt. So y'all stick with us, let's see what happens.
What's up, everybody? It is Saturday, December the 13th. Rifle season just came back in Florida. It comes in Thanksgiving Day, it goes through that Sunday, and then it goes out for 2 weeks. There is a week of muzzleloader season where you can bow hunt, but I was just so busy with different things I didn't even get a chance to bow hunt during it. But we are sitting across the road from my sister's house on the hilltop stand where I killed that doe with my bow. Yeah, it's about 3:40 right now, and we just got in here, so I'm house sitting for my sister and them. They're on a family trip, so me and the fiance are feeding all the animals and taking care of the house for them. So good news is we got our house delivered Friday, so yesterday. So I can't wait to get moved into that. That'll be a fun adventure. So, but today is a very special day, in my opinion. We have a very special guest hunting with us today. He's not sitting with me, but he's on the property hunting. He is a veteran that was in the Army. He was a 7th group guy, so he was special forces, but he was injured in combat and he is wheelchair bound now, but he is one heck of a man, and I'm very honored to be able to let him come hunting with me, to have him come hunting with me, you know. So that's very cool. Give a huge shout out to Lone Trail bino harnesses. They make bino harnesses as well as a couple other things like a hand muff and stuff for their harnesses, but I just wanted to change it up, and I saw these guys and found one that I really like. It has a lot of extra storage than the old one that I had. So I can have my rangefinder on the side, I can have my wind indicator and any other goodies in the pouch on the left. Keep my phone on the inside with the binos. It holds binos up to like a 12 by 50, I think. So super excited about them because they were nice enough to send 2 bino harnesses down for the 2 guys that we have hunting. So one of them couldn't make it today, but we are going to get them out here to hunt. Another shout out to Vortex Optics. Vortex was nice enough to send down some Triumph 10 by 42s for the guys. So not only did the guys get a full bino harness, they got binos to go with them. So super appreciative of those 2 companies for helping me out to give these guys something special. But yeah, I've got him and another guy sitting up on the big food plot. So hopefully we can get him a deer, and we'll be able to go harvest that deer, you know, and get it cleaned up for them so they have some meat for the freezer. So Ian is not a stranger to hunting. He goes all over the country hunting. So he's a badass. He's wheelchair bound, but gets around more than probably 95% of the people in this world. So he has no quit. So I am very honored to share this experience with him and have him out here. And this is definitely something that I want to start doing every year. Get vets and active duty members out here just to show my appreciation. I mean, that's a very small showing, but it's something, and it's the best thing I've got to show my appreciation. So yeah, so again, shout out to Lone Trail, shout out to Vortex. We're gonna hunker down, be quiet. I've got my dad's old gun here that I'm hunting with again, and we're gonna see if a nanny doe comes out or maybe a buck comes out. It's very warm. We had some really cold temperatures about a week ago, but now it's risen. We're pretty warm this afternoon. I think it's like 75 right now. But it's dropping and the wind's picking up, but we've got a storm coming through tonight, so I'm hoping these deer will be on their feet before that storm. But then tomorrow evening, it's going to be good. If it's not raining in the morning, it might be good in the morning too. But in the morning, it's going to be like 58, and that's the high for tomorrow. After that, it just drops, and it keeps dropping. The low Monday and Tuesday is mid-20s. So, unfortunately, I have to work, but it sure would be nice to be able to get one. So, I may try to slip in somewhere after work one day. But, yeah, so I'm going to shut up, get the camera lens changed over to my hunting lens, and hopefully have some deer on the ground this evening. So y'all stick with us, let's see what happens. What's up, everybody? It is Sunday, December the 14th. It's about 3:30 right now. Oh, come on, focus on me. Let's see if I can get the focus better. There we go. We're sitting here on the big plot. This is really the only good spot we have for the wind we've got. We had a really, really hard northwest north wind, so it's pretty much hitting us in the front of the blind and blowing straight back to the house. So fingers crossed something comes out. We've had a temperature drop of about 20 degrees from this time yesterday. So had a little rainstorm come in a little bit last night, and this morning about 9 o'clock. And it dropped the temperature. So fingers crossed something gets on its feet with this cold front moving in. Like I said yesterday, the temps are going to be in like the mid-20s for the next couple nights. So deer movement will probably slow down tomorrow, but then it might fire back up Tuesday. So Tuesday evening I'm probably going to come in and hunt after work. So yeah, we're just going to hunker down. I was hoping Deja was going to come with me, but she is not feeling the greatest and was kind of wore out from today, so she decided to stay home and just relax. So hopefully one of her bucks doesn't come out that I want her to get, because it's going to be really hard for me to pass them. So yeah, but yeah, hopefully something will slip up. Really would like to see 8-ball. If he comes out, he probably won't leave, but really just on doe patrol. So hunting with my dad's 30-06 again. So got the old killer, but so that'll be a pretty sentimental one for me if I can harvest one. So yeah, we're just gonna sit tight, relax, try not to freeze, and hopefully this blind doesn't blow off the top of me. So I've got it staked down in every corner, plus drawstrings off the sides, but it might not hold it. So yeah, we're gonna sit tight. We actually did some coyote hunting right here last night. We saw a bobcat we tried to get, but did not see any coyotes. We heard them, didn't see any. So y'all stick with us, and we're gonna see what happens. What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday, December the 16th, and it is 4:30 right now. I got off work about 30 minutes ago, and I wanted to rush home so I could get in the stand and with the blind and maybe harvest a deer. I don't know. So we're gonna see. Cold front's kind of moving out. It's still cold, it's still chilly, but it's not as cold, and it's warming up some. So. But yeah, maybe something will move. We'll see. My nephew and his friend Ryder just killed a deer just maybe an hour ago, and not even like 30 minutes ago. And they're gonna have it posted on their YouTube. S as in Stephen, the letter N, R as in Rider, Outdoors. So go check them out. They'll have a catch, clean, cook video uploaded here probably this week or next week, something like that. So yeah, we're just gonna sit tight and see if something comes out, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get a nanny doe or one of these big bucks we got running around. So the dogs are barking, they're ready to be fed, but I'm waiting on my fiance to get here because we're going to go check out the house. They got it put together today, so we're all over there and look at it in a little bit. So yeah, we got about 25, maybe 30 minutes of good shooting light left, so I'm just going to sit tight and see if something comes out. I think I got her. Shot felt good. I felt like I might have punched the trigger just a little bit. But on my follow through, it did look like she did a pretty good sized mule kick, so hopefully, oh, maybe y'all can see me better. Yeah, there we go. Hopefully she'll be dead right there inside those pines. So first doe with the rifle, and got it with my dad's gun, hopefully. So this will be my first deer with my dad's rifle. So she kept looking back in the woods. I might could have waited a little bit to see if something else came out, but I wasn't super worried about a buck coming out. We still got about a month till the rut starts, so I'm actually thinking about putting a scrape post down there in the food plot. So yeah, let's go see if we can't find some blood. I want to find this thing quick while I still got some daylight, but because this old 30-06, if it hit where I wanted it to, she ain't going nowhere. So she's gonna be dead right there in the pines. So let's go see what we can find. I recruited help.
Who shot?
I
Not
did.
me. I just got off work.
Oh yeah, I think she did.
Yeah, she is.
Do you know which way she ran?
Shine your light at me.
She ran.
Alright, we're gonna try to find this deer. The three amigos here. Yeah. We got some blood. It looks good too. It's nice and pretty bright red, so according to the video it looked like I double lunged her. So hopefully she's not dead, but a few yards into those trees over there. So let's go see what we can find. Mr. Aiden here could have killed the biggest buck of his life tonight, but he don't know how to shoot him on
No,
the run.
stupid thing got horny and ran away. That's what happened.
Hey yo, horny deer.
I'm gonna go over there. Let's see if I can track me off the reflection.
Right there. She's bleeding pretty good right through here. There's more.
Yeah, I think
I did get a picture on my camera that's back here of a deer, but it could have very well just been another one.
yeah. Keep on trying to come in and
Yeah. But I need to make sure she doesn't cut across right here. Which I think she did. There's blood right there. What's up, everybody? It is currently December the 19th. As you can tell, I'm in a house. I'm in mine and my fiance's parents' house, where we stay currently while our house is getting done. Anyway, we were able to find that doe after trailing it for, she only ran about 70-80 yards, but we were able to find her. I didn't film anything recovering her due to the fact that she got herself tangled up in the fence, and so I just didn't want to show any of that. So we got her out, and I was going to go do a closing interview, and my card was full. So, and rookie mistake, I did not have an extra one on me. So with that being said, this is kind of our closing interview. But yeah, we were able to get that doe, got her all cleaned up and everything, got the meat in the cooler, and we're going to get it processed this weekend. But I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have not done one of these videos. So this video is a combination of a doe that I harvested with my bow right before Thanksgiving, as well as this one that I harvested with my gun. Actually with my dad's gun, which is very, very special to me. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little guess, catch, clean, cook kind of. So right now I have two tenderloins out of that doe marinating in Dale's low sodium, and I'll show all this in a minute. And then just a little bit of Kinder's The Blend, which is just a SPG. So yeah, so I've got those marinating. I've got to go get a haircut, get this caveman look kind of dumbed down, or I guess not dumbed down, but sophisticated more. You can see my cat back there. Oh, mine and my fiance's. We're gonna cook it up, and I'm gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna do a little bit of spicy ramen with oven baked / pan seared tenderloin with soy sauce eggs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really good, and I'm interested to see how y'all like this video. If you like them, we're going to do these a lot more, because I love to cook. I've just never really done a catch, clean, cook video. And I plan to do a lot more cooking videos on TikTok, so if you want to go follow our TikTok over at AYA Outdoors, I'll be posting a lot more cooking videos there as well. So hopefully y'all are enjoying this video so far, and hopefully you enjoy this segment of the video that's coming up where we're cooking. But yeah, here in a little bit after my haircut, we're going to get to the cooking, so I'll see y'all in the kitchen. Just kidding. Alright, got my hair cut. All fresh and clean. The fiance's happy, and she's behind the camera. So, got the tenderloins. They've been marinating in Dale's and Creole. Now we're going to put a little bit of the Kinder's Cowboy Butter on there. So, just give it a nice coating. We'll flip it and do the other side. Okay, now what we're going to do is take some butter. Not that this meat would dry out, but just to be safe, we'll put a couple clumps of butter in here. Just like that. Set that off to the side. And we're going to wrap. Normally I would prefer to do this on a grill or a smoker, but we don't have one readily available. So what we're going to do is let that sit for a second. We'll set that to 350. We're just going to let it preheat, and then we'll set a timer for probably 15 minutes once it's preheated. I've never cooked these in the oven, so I don't know how done they're going to be, but we're going to cook them for like 15 minutes at 350, and then we're going to take them out and we're going to sear them in a pan. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Gotta get some eggs boiling.
Yeah, but I was
Alright.
making sure.
Fiance's doing some dishes. But we got the water in the pot. So we'll get that turned on to high. Let's go with the single. Get that turned on to high, let that start boiling. We're gonna boil the eggs. We're gonna do a soft boil so they're a little runny on the inside. And then we're gonna put them in a jar with some soy sauce and some seasoning to let them soak. And then we'll get our ramen cooked, get our sauce made up, get the steak seared, and then get it put all together. So we'll see y'all when the water's boiling. Alright, oven is preheated. Can you open the oven for me? Mm-hmm. Gotta get her to open the oven, because I'm one-handed right now. So we got that in the oven. We're gonna get old Siri to give us a timer. But while we wait, watching a little SNR Outdoors, my nephew and his friend Ryder's YouTube channel that I mentioned earlier in the video. So yeah, we're just gonna watch them. We're still waiting for the water to boil. I could show you all this whole time the water boiling, but if you watch water, it doesn't boil. So dough down. Alright, 15-minute timer went off, so we're going to grab our meat out of this oven. I'm about to set out of the stove. Out of the oven. Oh, it smells so good.
It smells really good.
It smells so good. And let's get this open. See how she looks. Oh yeah, that's going to be just fine. Alright, so kind of rub that butter on there, get it spread out. And then what we'll do is we're going to let these sit for just a minute, cover them back up to keep the heat in. And once we get these eggs boiled, we'll take and sear these in a pan right here on the stove. Just put a little bit of olive oil in the pan, sear them, and roll. So, see y'all when the eggs are done. Alright, eggs are done. We'll let them boil for like 4 or 5 minutes, give or take. we're going to take them and put them in what's left of some ice water. So we're just going to take these out. We're not going to cut the heat because I'm just going to cook the ramen in this water. I heard you're supposed to do this, it'll make them easier to peel. I don't know if that's true or not. We're going to let this sit for a second. And we're going to get our noodles going. So this is the first pack. Don't put your seasoning in there. That's the first pack. And then we got this pack. We've got 3 different types of noodles here. Whoops. Again, don't put your seasoning in there. Especially that one, because we're going to have to use that in a minute. And then last but not least, the last pack. And we're just going to let that cook down. And you're good. Once the noodles are done, we're going to sear our tenderloin, get it done. We don't want it too done. Kind of want it to be like a medium rare cook. So we don't want it too done, but we want it done enough where it won't get sick. So yeah, we're going to wait here in a minute. We're going to get these eggs peeled, get them soaking in the soy sauce and teriyaki sauce, get our noodles up, make our sauce, sear the tenderloin, and then eat.
I don't know about that.
What?
You said I'm not crazy.
Alright, getting the eggs peeled, get them in the soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, got the noodles straining, got our pan here getting hot that we are going to sear the tenderloin in. So we're going to let that get up to temp, get it warm, and then we'll put some olive oil in it and then sear them, get those off to rest, and then get everything put together. So we'll see y'all when they're ready to go in the skillet. So, as you can see, we got a nice sear on that side, and we just flipped them a few minutes ago. We're getting a nice sear on that side. So what we're going to do is take these up. I'll let those rest a second. While they're resting, we're going to leave our heat on very low, and we're going to make our sauce. Now this is sauce. I'm just kind of going by the seat of my pants here, and hopefully it's going to be good. So
Don't use that whole thing.
Alright, we're just going to take this off the heat and let it do its thing. Get that turned off. Give it a little taste test. It's pretty good.
Let me try.
It's a little warm, so just get a little bit. Like heat warm. It's not really spicy. It's pretty good. And all that is Kinder's dipping sauce, sweet sesame teriyaki, and the Bulldog spicy. That was like the liquid stuff. This is the powder. We're probably not going to use that. I'm going to add the rest of this in there though. Like I said, we're just going to kind of let it sit there, and we don't want to let it sit too long because that teriyaki sauce will get sticky. Where is my weapon of choice? Oh yeah, that's perfect. Look at that. That is beautiful. Just go about a half-inch thick on your slices. Don't want them too big, but you want them big enough. Alright, so we're just going to reach in here and get some noodles. And I did season the noodles as well. I put the chicken packet in out of one of the bags. And then put some of that SPG seasoning from Kinder's. So we're going to hold on to those. And right here, we're just going to get some of our sauce in there. Just a little bit. We don't want too much. And then we'll give it a mix with the tongs. Just to get all those noodles covered. Alright. And then we'll lay in some pieces of the tenderloin. Can I have an egg with that? No.
Oh. We can just pour it out.
Set 2 eggs in each bowl.
Cut them and see if they're...
They're still a little soft in the middle, but not as runny as I wanted them. So, probably just do one. Then we're cutting them in half. Alright, let's give her a taste test here. Noodles are a little sticky. Get a piece of that meat in there.
Good?
That stuff's good. Oh man, that's really good. Try a little bit of egg. Ten out of 10. 100%. Your turn.
You said get some of the meat on
Yep.
there?
Yeah, that's good.
I'll try some of the egg
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I think if those soaked a little bit longer, they'd be better.
They're very good though.
Yeah. So, if you harvest a deer, you want a pretty easy meal. If we would have been a little bit more prepared and done some more prep beforehand, probably would have been easier, but this was super easy. Tenderloin, 15 minutes on 350 in the oven. About 3 to 4 minutes on each side sear on a super hot pan with some olive oil. Noodles, and then just really make up your own sauce, whatever you want to do. But, Beyonce approved, Jared approved. Hope y'all enjoy this video.